Hey everybody, Jeremy the Average Running Guy here, and welcome to this week's video. Today, I start tempo runs. Yeah! I'm excited. Do something different. I have 3 minutes at a conversational pace. Then I have 1 minute at a tempo pace. And then I have a cool down, which per my Garmin is a 5-minute walk. So I'm excited to do that, and also I wanted to talk about what to do when life happens in your training. Last week was a week, but we'll get into more of that later. Right now, let's get started with this workout. So the only way I can explain, or that I've heard it explained about 2020, is a dumpster fire. As everybody knows, everything's been canceled. I know of maybe 1 or 2 5Ks that have happened, but everything's been canceled, and so that's really put a burden on everybody's training. But yeah, it's life. Got to roll with the punches. This is only going to make us stronger with our training, and also when it comes to race time. But what I wanted to talk about was what to do when life happens. So last week, I did not post a video, and I skipped 2 runs. My 2 runs, I wasn't in the right headspace to do them. They just weren't gonna happen. So I just took those as rest days. Oh, gotta beat a car. I just took those as rest days and did some stretching. Got my head back in a good space. Because last week was just rough. Same thing for my wife. She skipped 1 or 2 runs. So the reason last week was so rough was we bought a car, or leased a car. And we were not expecting that. We had a 2004 Ford Expedition. That was my grandparents' car. And then when they passed away, my parents got it, and then they gave it to us when we had our first child, Jason. And yeah, it's been a really good car to us. It was just getting up there in mileage, and I didn't want to have to worry about Valerie driving it and it breaking down or anything, because I had to do some engine work on it a couple times. So we figured now is the time to bite the bullet, get a car payment, and just roll with the punches. So that was a lot. We were really wrapped up, and I went back to work at our main campus this last week as well, so working around childcare schedule and daycare and everything. Oh, not to mention, COVID, so that's thrown a wrench into everything. But so that's why my week last week was so terrible. May not be that bad to somebody, to other people, but to each his own. All right, cool down's about to end. I'll check back with you in a minute. So one thing that I learned from this past week is that if you're on a training plan or you work with a run coach, It's okay. That training plan or what that running coach has in front of you, it's not the Bible. It's encouraged, but it's not the Bible. What I learned last week is that you have to listen to your body. You have to listen to yourself, listen to your mind. Because I was not in the right head state to go on runs. Because I would probably just like anger run those 3 miles I was scheduled. And that would not have been good. I would not have been listening to my body. Would not have been listening to my mind if I was hurting. So, one of the main things I learned and that you should know is it's okay. Listen to yourself. If you have a running coach, let your running coach know, hey, I'm just not in the right headspace. I don't think I can do these. Because the other thing is safety. Because if you do go out and quote rage run, you could injure yourself and then be out even longer versus missing a couple runs, 1 or 2 runs. So that's one thing I've learned. It's okay to miss a few runs. That training plan or what your running coach has, it's not set in stone. It can be adjusted. You have to listen to yourself, your body, what's it telling you, your mind, what's it telling you, and then just go on from there. I'm chalking these 2 runs up as runs that I've missed. I'm not going to make them up unless my running coach puts them in somewhere. I'm just going to move past it. Move past it and go on to the next one. But when life happens, just listen to yourself. So one of the other things, sorry, it took me like 30 seconds to set up that shot and I looked like a dork doing it, but oh well, do it for YouTube. One of the other things that popped in my mind was support groups. Valerie and I leaned on a group of our Run Disney fans. Well, not fans, group. Sorry. We call ourselves Ohana, because Ohana means family. So when we have bad days, we talk about it with our group and we get nothing but love and support. If we're having a rough day physically, we had a bad run, had a rough day mentally, we know that we can go to that group of people and be loved and supported no matter what we say. But also, if you have a group that you run with, you know, and you're supposed to go run, just let them know, hey, I'm not doing okay today, I can't, you know, my body's telling me no. Or maybe, you instead of doing a run, you go walk. My wife has done that a couple times to where she will just go and walk her 2 miles, 3 miles, whatever she needs to do, so she can get out there and do some of the work. Because if you get out there and you do some of the work, it's better than doing none of the work. My 3 miles is done. It's a pretty good workout. So I want to leave with this. You're going to have bad days. A lot of those days are going to be good during your training. A lot of those days are going to be epic and amazing. But you're going to get through the bad days. Just remember, if you have a bad day, a bad week, keep your chin up. Keep a positive outlook. Everybody's going to have good and bad days. So you're not alone. Reach out to your support group. And remember, It's okay to have bad days when life gets hard.
You want to be in the video?
When life gets hard, it's okay. Don't sweat it. If you need to take a day off or two, take a couple days off. If you have a running coach, work with your run coach. Don't forget to communicate. But remember, you're gonna have 98% of the days are gonna be great and awesome. 2% may be bad, could be bad. But you're gonna make it through it. Keep your chin up. You can do this, you got this, and don't sweat it. All right, that's gonna do it for me for this video. Sorry I didn't put a video out last week. It was a bad week. So, I'm Jeremy, and remember, branch, whether you walk or run, get out there and have fun. I'll see you next time.